Well, we got a special guest, a guest I'm sure we woke up out of his sleep and asked him to be on the show. But it's my former teammate, man, Jason Hatcher. Played for the Cowboys, played in Washington, but more importantly, played right here at Grambling State University, man. So welcome, man. Happy to have you.
Appreciate it. Thanks for having me, man.
Say, dog, as one of the representatives, right, from this university, how much pride do you take in the fact that you're a Grambling State Tiger?
Oh, so much pride. When I got here in '01, Doug, of course, my mentor, he took me to took me through all the legends here and what Eddie Robinson, what it meant to him. And when I tell people this all the time, when I got drafted, I felt like I came out of LSU, so I didn't feel like I was less than nobody. So it taught me valuable lessons just to be a man, have confidence, and just be proud of the university you come from.
So when you go back and when you walk through the museum, like what is that? I know what it felt like for me. I feel somewhat connected to HBCUs and black sports, black athletics. And for me walking in there, I was like, wow. So something just came over me. I was telling these guys, I don't know what that feeling was, but I know it felt different. You know what I'm saying? And I was honored just to be in the presence of all that greatness, reading about it, seeing it. What's it like for you as a former player when you get an opportunity to spend some time in there?
It means a lot, man. And started with Coach Rob and Shaq Harris.
Yeah.
It's a sense of like moving the needle. And you got Doug Williams. We all know the story behind that, being the first black quarterback, Shaq, what they had to go through.
Right.
And it's a true testament to those guys while we all here today as a prestige university. So I got so much pride when I think about that, and I gotta put that on my back everywhere I go and represent it that way.
And Jay, tighten me up on this, because I've been critical of HBCU, because I'm a Florida. I went to UF. I'm a Florida guy. What did I miss out on? Because I don't think I missed out on anything, but everybody's telling me you miss out on something if you don't come to an HBCU.
I think you miss out on really understanding how to be a black man. You know what I'm saying? So we had a lady named Miss Miles. Miss Miles, man. I used to go in there every time. She used to mentor me. She was my second mom. You had people they would beat your ass if you messed up. You know what I'm saying? So it takes a village. We had a village when we got here. So when we got here, man, we knew it was a home away from home. Like if you screwed up, you get your ass beat, you get corrected. So I think that's what you miss more, like just true understanding how to be black and like have that black support system behind you.
And so, in mentioning that, you mentioned support system, Jay. Obviously, we were at the Black and Gold event last night. You're back here, as an alum. As a guy who's played here, what are the things you want to see happen as this university, this football team, the athletic department moves forward? Because I'm from here. I'm from Louisiana. And I remember how important Southern University was, Grambling State University was. How do we get this school back to the way we used to see it, where it was Doug, where it was Eddie Robinson, where it was the Jason Hatchers, and people got to the league and felt like they came from Power 5 schools?
Yeah, I'm gonna say I got respect for all those guys, but I think it's a time to move forward, man.
Okay.
I don't feel like we should, live in the past no more. These guys, they younger, they on Instagram, they deserve better facilities, man. The practice field, they suck. Man, I walked in here. We got to do better, man. We got to get these kids better so we can get better recruits. I played in the league. I know what good look like. I went to LSU. I've been to Alabama. Why not us? Let's spend the money. Let's get it done so we can get the recruits and be who we're supposed to be. I'm not living in the past no more. This ain't no kumbaya. This is, we got to step up to the facility, these Power 5s, and move forward.
So as an alum and former player, but more so as an alum, there's a lot of excitement around the hiring of Coach Hugh J, right? How long does that last? Sometimes people can get excited and anticipate certain things, but if they don't get those results and that instant gratification, they tend to jump ship. What's the tradition of a Grambling State alum? Are they committed?
Yeah, they committed, but he got a responsibility too to win games, to win games. But at the same time, this process gonna take time because where he come from and what he understand, like he been on the highest level of the NFL, so it's a different perspective that we got to look through. It's going to be different. It ain't going to look the same. It's going to look professional, unlike these other coaches. He know what it looked like, so I think we got to give him more time to get it there. And don't push back. I think we need to get behind a guy like this, myself included, and just be there for him and see what it look like on the other side.
And that's like as a face, you know what I'm saying? As a face of a dude that came from Grambling, made it to the league. And that's what these boys want to do. These boys want to see the guys we got up here. What is it like for the ex-athletes, the faces, to help out Hugh, help out the AD, help out, Doctor and all them, to really get that? If you walk into a room, you might get a bigger endowment than just you walking in by himself.
Right. I think we got to do more. Like, I got to show up more. I ain't been back in 10 years, but that's the reason why I ain't been back. It don't look like what I expect.
Right. Yeah.
That looked like what I expect. I've been at the high level, so I relate to that. It's nothing. I'm not talking down on nobody, but I'm not going to support nothing I don't relate to. So that's why I'm here today. So my expectation for coach is high. My expectation for myself is high. My expectation for every alumni in this circle in the world is high.
Right.
So we got to get behind him. I got to come around. I got to show my face. I got to write checks to my alumni. Like I'm asking everybody else to do. So that's what it got to look like.
What's crazy is, I love LSU, but if you ask me questions about LSU in that vein, there isn't that type of passion. There isn't that type of pride. And maybe it's because everybody else does their part too, or everybody else does enough. But do you think some of that is the fact that these faces out here look like us? Right? Like these are our people. And I think that's the thing you mentioned. Learning how to be a black man was something you learned here because it took a village. How excited are you to see now, though, that it is getting back to, even at a spring game, to have that type of excitement surrounding the program?
I'm very excited, man. I'm very excited for these young men to, really see what professionalism look like. Right. You know what I'm saying? As a black man, we come out the womb behind. You know what I'm saying? So I think with coaching, what he do, if he implement his plan, I think he could really raise men to go out in the world, not only football world, but the everyday world, the work world, and be successful.
Right. I think what's the thing that we often do is we put a ton of pressure on ourselves, right? And Jason Hatcher being here, understanding that he's a black man, and now you're so aware of the biases, you're so aware of the adversities. If you could go back and talk to the young Jason Hatcher, which would be talking to these young men, talking to these young ladies, what would you tell them they need to hold on from the experience of being a student or a student athlete here?
Just the pride here, and also just knowing who you are. Just because you black don't mean you behind. I think our thought perception is that we behind, but we really not. It's just the way you think, man. You can go in any environment. We need to get back to that part. When we left Grambling, we felt like we were somebody no matter where we went. So that's what I think.
And when you were in the trenches as a player, what team did you look forward to playing the most?
Southern University. I ain't gonna lie. That's a given.
Was it because of the Bayou Classic, or just because it's the school in Louisiana?
It was the Bayou Classic, just the history behind it. Just you know how it go. You from there. I couldn't sleep at night before them games, man. I swear, man. I was ready, man. So that was the number one game I was looking.
Who got the best band?
Right here, baby. No question.
Yeah, we've been having some conversations. We're trying to figure out our schedule. Ryan, he does a million things. He has 10 million jobs.
He don't sit still.
Channing moves around. He's playing Catman somewhere. And myself, I'm doing a few things. But we're looking at our schedule, and if everything marries up, we're going to try to show face at the Classic this year.
Bro, that'll be dope, man. Have me on too, man. Have me on.
Oh, yeah, no.
Figure it out.
Gonna stop.
I really get it, man. Listen, Hatch, man, we appreciate you, bro. I think it was good for these students and these fans and these alums to hear you have that type of passion, because that's the type of passion Hugh has to bring, but it also has to have that type of support, man. So I appreciate you, man.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Is DJ Dub back up?
Yes, sir. Appreciate you.